our viewers across North America and around the world. My name is Joe Ehizode. Welcome to Platform Media International PMI Sports. This week, my very good friend OP is in studio with me again to discuss major sports events around the world. OP, how are you doing? Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
You know, you give the excitement to viewers because sometimes you are not popular with viewers because of your very, very informative views. But again, some viewers don't like that. So that's why I keep bringing you to the studio because it's good to study honestness. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Well, there's something OP that I want to talk to you about because Arsenal, we have a lot of Arsenal fans following us. How is it that players who leave Arsenal go to another team? It seems they come to the end of their career when they leave Arsenal. Is it now, I can name that to my fingertips and you can dispute if you like, but that's what my observation is. You remember Alexander left from
Belarus.
Yes, from Belarus. He left, he was very good in Arsenal, left. But that was the end of his career. Thierry Henry, who was the superstar in Arsenal, left Arsenal at the peak of his career and went to Barcelona. That was when his form dipped and he retired later on. Flamini left Arsenal at his peak, went to AC Milan. He failed there, came back, his career was almost going to an end, came back to Arsenal, and this is third season running that Flamini is still holding sway. How about Sami Nasri, who was very, very instrumental to Arsenal doing very well about 4 seasons ago, but went to Manchester City. That was the end of he's a bench warmer. How about our African player called Emmanuel Adebayo, who left Arsenal and went to Man City, from Man City to Real Madrid to Tottenham. At Tottenham, he has now been asked to go. These are a lineup of Arsenal players that did well in Arsenal, but went searching for golden fleece. But that was the end of their career. What is going on in Arsenal?
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
That's a good one. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Okay, there's something I'm going to tell you. Though you might say Arsenal fans don't like me, but I'm fine with that.
Okay.
And I know a couple of years ago, I was discussing with your producer,
Yes.
and I told him that Arsenal, the team Arsenal, is the star, not the players that play for Arsenal.
Is the team.
The team Arsenal is the star, not the players that play for Arsenal. As a producer, I told you that a couple of years ago.
That's a good one.
I told him
The
that.
team.
Arsenal,
And not the players.
not the players.
Okay. So
Now,
how is that? Can you explain?
Okay, yeah, I'll explain. This is how it works. Arsenal is, if Arsenal was to be a human being, you say Arsenal is a lover.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal is not a fighter.
Okay.
Let me
You're
straight.
talking in parables now.
Let me straight a little bit. Mayweather. Mayweather was about to fight his last fight. He said his dad talks trash.
Mm-hmm.
He trains him, but at the end of the day, it's him, the guy is going to execute.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Arsenal, they train their players to play as a team. When you play for Arsenal, people can see you playing. Oh, this guy is good. They move the ball. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
They are not really fighters. Check Arsenal players, they're not really fighters, but they are lovers. They are good players. They like to play the ball.
Carries the ball.
When it comes to the team, it makes them looks good. But when
Beautiful bride.
yeah, let me take Van Persie for example.
Mm-hmm.
Look at where he is now.
In Turkey.
And Arsenal, he just plays. They play, you have fun, there's no pressure. But now, he's gone to Turkey as a star.
No, let me quickly cut you short there. Remember Fabregas left Arsenal to Barcelona. He did well in the 2 seasons or 3 seasons he played.
Yes, what did I say? What did I just say?
He said...
I said it's the individual.
Okay.
But generally, Arsenal train their players to play good football. But at the end of the day, it comes to the individual. You talk about Vermaelen going to Barcelona. Vermaelen wasn't playing much for Arsenal, so we don't have to then count Vermaelen. And most of these players were at the peak of their careers.
Adebayo wasn't.
Adebayo was stubborn and indisciplined.
Sami Nasri wasn't. It was not at the peak of his career.
But those people are not fighting players. That's why I say they are not fighting their players. They just want to play.
Alexander left. Remember that very skillful player left Arsenal.
Alexander,
and he got missing in action.
You see, this one to get this one. I talk to different people.
Mm-hmm.
There's something in football you get to understand. A lot of players, you see, okay, let me use Premier League. A lot of these players play in Premier League. They play in Spanish League. Nobody will know them. Nobody will hear about them. We hear their names because they play in Premier League.
So are you saying that Spanish League is better than Premier League?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is Premiership have more viewers than the Spanish League.
Oh, you're talking about the marketing stuff.
It has more viewers than the Spanish League, the Premier
But
League.
players, okay, let me quickly take it that again. Players says that it's tougher to play in the Premiership than to play in other Europe League. So when they say that, I think my thinking is that the Premiership is tough and again it's more sophisticated. That's what I think. I take that to mean. So if you are playing in Premiership, by logically it is expected that you can be able to perform in another league in Europe.
Not necessarily. You got to understand, Premier League is more on pace.
It's not a good.
The technique in Premier League is not really as high as that in the Spanish League.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say Premier League is more exciting league because they just keep going. So let's go back to the Arsenal listing. Let's go back to the Arsenal listing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is based on the player. And like I say, Arsenal, people that play in Arsenal, it makes you to look good. It's Arsenal that is the star, as I say, not the players. But most of these players don't understand. When Barcelona came for Song, what did he say? It's my opportunity to go down the drain. He didn't realize that, he didn't see that coming. That this was my opportunity to run to Barcelona to go down the
you
drain.
just brought that. Song is one player who left Arsenal too,
He didn't see that coming. He never saw that coming. That this is going down the drain. He was in Arsenal. He should have stayed there and developed, but he rushed. He went ahead of his time.
Oh no, OP. But you see, Song has spent almost like 4 or 5 years in Arsenal before he left. So what are you saying? That he left too early after 5 seasons in Arsenal?
No, see, don't say the way you put in this like it was his time to leave. No, people lose faith when they are almost there. That's what happened to Song. He rushed it. Look, he would have stayed in Arsenal and be a king.
Okay, so what about Fabregas? He was a captain. Are you saying he rushed too much to go to Barcelona?
I won't say he rushed too much. Fabregas was kind of, I would say, a little frustrated because he hadn't won anything as a young man.
Okay,
that's my opinion. That's why he went to Barcelona. Thierry Henry was at the peak of his career. I will explain that to you. When Barcelona came for Thierry Henry 2 seasons before he left, he refused to go. He stayed in Arsenal when he knew his time was almost up. That's when he went to Arsenal. Right? That's when he went to Barcelona. Because he knew he was smart.
You can have that argument for Patrick Vieira and Thierry Henry. But let's look at this. The up and coming players like Sami Nasri, Alexander Leb, Emmanuel Adebayo, Fabregas. Those are players that can hold their own at any time. But they left Arsenal and went to other teams and they disappeared from the radar. That's my argument.
Fabregas did not disappear. Fabregas went to Barcelona. He played well, but Barcelona have their own crazy ideas. We can talk about Sami Nasri. We can talk about Alexander Leb. Those are different players.
Okay.
Fabregas would fight any day, anytime, but those players couldn't do that.
I guess that's what Sanchez. I just read Sanchez a few days ago that he's not leaving Arsenal, even when Real Madrid is looking for him. Maybe he has learned his lesson. Maybe if he leave Arsenal, he will disappear from the radar.
He's a king in Arsenal. Why should he go to somewhere and be a prince?
But for money.
What money?
They are paying him £140,000.
You get to use it. You have to use your upstairs. You don't use your upstairs.
If Real Madrid offers him £240,000 a week.
Amunike, Nigerian England coach Amunike left Sporting Lisbon for Barcelona for money. And what happened? He went down the drain.
Yeah,
people have to be careful.
Money is the name of the game.
No, what did Sanchez say? Well, says happy there.
One in 1,000 of players who says money is not the name of the game. Anyway, Opie, I want to thank you again for coming. These are the things that we need to talk about. So, players, these are stories behind the stories that we'll be bringing. So, viewers, keep watching PMI and keep clicking on that subscription tab so that we benefit from your viewing our show. And I want to thank OP for coming to this show. Next weekend I'll be bringing you here. But quickly, let me quickly say the fixtures for this weekend: Aston Villa versus Swansea, and let me quickly say the big ones: Liverpool versus Southampton. Who wins?
I'll take Liverpool.
Manchester City, Manchester United, and this is happening at Old Trafford. Who wins?
Manchester.
Okay. Aston versus Everton at Emirates.
See that game?
Yes.
That's the game. After that game, I want to start rating Arsenal.
Okay.
That's the game. I want Arsenal.
So what's your prediction? Arsenal is going to lose?
No, I'm not saying Arsenal are going to lose, but
That's very difficult.
That's the game. After that game, I'll start placing Arsenal.
Okay. West Ham versus Chelsea. West Ham versus Chelsea.
Chelsea will beat them.
Beat them?
Yes, I'll take
Okay.
Chelsea. Chelsea will beat
All
them.
right. Remember, West Ham had defeated all the senior boys in the Premiership.
I know.
Okay, so Chelsea might be another victim. So that is it, viewers. OP has said again, Arsenal is going to have a difficult match this weekend. And let's see whether it's true. And Arsenal fans, don't be bothered. OP is not very antagonistic about Arsenal. He's just saying the truth because he's a technical man. You play soccer in Nigeria, professional in Malaysia. So that's OP for you. So I will see you next weekend and happy viewing. Have a good night.